Thank you, God. Because that's what it's all about. Okay? So now, I'm going to talk about something that's a little outside the box. Okay? But it's going to make a lot of sense to you. I'm going to talk to you about the physical world and the metaphysical world. And please, don't think I'm crazy. Indulge me for the next 10 minutes because it might be something that's useful. The physical world. In the physical world, if I give each one of you a couple of $1 million, right now, say, well, let's go over to the Wynn or the Caesar shops and just indulge yourself with all kinds of expensive items. You go there to the forums and you see the ugliest dress. I mean, it's hideous, it's just disgusting for the ladies, and you go, that is one disgustingly ugly dress. How much is it? Turn around, it's $29,000. $29,000? I'll take it, here's my address, send it to my house. It makes no sense, does it? Alright, but you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. You find another store and you walk in and they're selling artificial trees. And you walk in and you go, oh, that'd be nice to buy an artificial tree for my house. And you look at one that is weird. It's got this very odd-looking fruits, almost offensive. And you go, my God, that tree it makes me want to puke. It's disgusting. You know, this is, oh, it's grotesque. How much is it? $52,000. Okay, I'll take it, send it home. Here's my dress. And that's what you're doing with your $2 million. And you repeat this pattern over and over with different articles, jewelry, and so forth. And when you get home, you look at all the things you bought and you wonder, how did this happen? How did all these things get here? They're disgusting. Well, would any of you do that if you had $2 million?
No.
Nobody would do that, right? Okay, but now let's cross over to the metaphysical world. In the metaphysical world, what is our currency? It's not dollars. What is our currency?
Faith.
Our thoughts. Our thoughts or ideas. We wake up every morning with our pockets full. But yet, all of us, I'm not saying I'm perfect, I have been guilty of that. I have been guilty of buying the ugly dress for my wife. I have been guilty of using my currency to buy the things that I don't want. So I submit to you that start using that currency of your metaphysical world to getting the things you want. Wake up every day knowing who walks beside you, who's got your back. Knowing that there's nobody better than you. Knowing that if you just put a little extra effort and use your currency to buy the things you want, you will have them. When you get home, you will say, there is what I'm wanting. There is the college fund, there is the Ferrari, whatever it is, whatever your why is, use the currency for that. Okay, now, again, I'm going to talk to you about something that's extremely out of the box, but it's scientific. Can't argue with science. Okay, so whatever religion you may be wondering, well, you know, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew, or I'm a Mormon, or Buddhist. You know, what does that have to do with me? Well, I'll tell you what. Jesus was a person of incredible power. The Son of God to the Christians. And when he healed someone, did he do it from the belief system or from the knowing? Did he say, you know, we haven't been having a lot of luck lately with healing, so let me do my best? Or did he go, you're healed? In other words, all of us have a God-given power. We're all sons and daughters of God. And we are all meant to be great. But I think most of us fear to be great. So now I'm going to talk to you about some of the things I've learned that make a lot of sense to me. And it's really the way that the physical world works. I want to talk to you about the unified field, which is made up of the 4 forces of nature. This is not Raul thinks there's 4 forces of nature. There are 4 forces of nature. Electromagnetism, which is what gives rise to heat, electricity, etc. This is also known as ordinary light. Gravity, which is what makes the Earth go around, also planets in place in the stars. And let me talk to you about gravity really quick. Let me just grab this object right now. And I'm not turning into a science teacher, but I know that this is a concept that not everybody is aware of. No, I'm not going to throw it out there. Let me talk to you about what gravity is all about. You know, if I was in space, and I was holding this item right here, and I let it go, guess what would happen? It would stay right there, because nothing is pulling it down. But I'm here on planet Earth where there is gravity, and if I let it go, does it fall?
Yes.
No, it doesn't. It gets pulled. Gravity just pulled it. So it's all perception of how we look at it. So that is one of the forces of nature. This teacher got pulled by gravity towards the center of the Earth. It got stopped by the stage I'm on. On space, if I would have let it go, it would just stay there. Okay, so the other force of nature is strong force, which is the force that holds the nucleus of an atom together. Strong force is the force that holds the nucleus of an atom together. When you disrupt this, you get a nuclear explosion. You've heard of the atomic bomb. Okay? And then there's weak interaction, which is the force that holds the arrangements of the subatomic particles within the atom. These are not really physical things. They are mathematical flows, fluctuations of energy, information, if you will. Some atomic particles are more like ideas and thoughts than actual physical things. So, all these forces of nature make up the unified field. Now, all these forces come from one fundamental force. The unified field is a conscious field, and I apologize for the typo. It is literally the expression of God's mind. And in that unified field, one of the things that's built into it is intent. And more scientists are recognizing that intent is a force of nature. All you have to do is look at some of the creatures that by the intent of survival, some of the mechanisms they come up with. Is anybody a fan of like the Discovery Channel and so forth? Because I am. I love watching this stuff. Haven't you seen all those weird animals and you figure out how did that happen? Think about it. There's some interesting thoughts here.